So, before I go to bed, I thought I would make this video because when I tell you God has a way of doing things, and when I say that, I I dealt with and I know a lot of people like, dang, she gonna keep saying this, whatever, whatever. But not everybody. It didn't touch everybody. I'm gonna say this. I dealt with some battles last year, and my battles were it was very devastating actually because I dealt with low self-esteem. I dealt with just feeling terrible. Like I felt so terrible, honestly. And I just want to say I thank God for my strength to smile, my strength to speak, because there was a time where I was so lost and I was just lost in the sauce. Lost in the sauce. And I was also faced with some health situations as well. But one thing I will say, every time I talk, I think about the song in my head. He's not done with me. I can't sing. He's not done with me yet. Um, it's a gospel song, and it's basically saying like God is not done with you, and He's not done with me, nor is He done with you. So whatever it is that you're praying about, God is not done. And this smile on my face is so real. There's nothing fake about it. It's no fake mask or anything like that. I am so happy because I'm finally in a place in my life where I can smile again, despite the things that I went through in my life. Um, and I used to sit here and I used to blame myself for where I am today. But one thing God reminded me of was you came to me for forgiveness. So why do you keep holding on to the things that you came to me? I brought my problems and my burdens and my sins to God, and I asked Him for forgiveness. So why do I keep holding on to the things I asked Him to forgive me for? I've already went through my trials. I went through my tribulations. I went through my darkest um, space in life. I brought my problems to people, and man is never going to give you the advice that you want to get. They may tell you something that's going to soothe you and just to get you through the moment, but God is going to soothe your soul forever. His soothing is not a temporary fix. It's a forever fix. And I just thank God for that. I'm so grateful. I went from having everything to losing everything. Everything I worked for, I lost it. And I just kept talking about it and talking about it and talking about it. And I still tend to do. But every time I talk about it, God reminds me about He reminds me of the things that are surrounded around me, the things that I see on the daily. He's like, yeah, you lost it, but look what I gave you here. Look what I gave you there. And I'm so grateful for that because the things that we tend to not see and we may not be grateful for, God reminds us of the beautiful things around us that are just absolutely amazing. And so I'm so grateful for that. So my message to you is continue to smile, pour into yourself. If you hurt somebody, forgive yourself for it. Stop holding on to, I did that, so I deserve that. You don't deserve that. When you take your problems to God, you ask Him to forgive you, and you start making better decisions and you start moving in a better path, why do you want to keep holding on to what you did in the past? Because you won't get past it. And stop connecting yourself with people that are going to not pour into your soul, but going to drain your soul. Stay away from them people. Don't let those people drain you. That was something that I had to figure out. I said it before in one of my videos is that be mindful when you pray and you ask God to do something for you. Be ready for whatever it is God is going to do. Whether it's going to answer your prayers, well, God's going to answer your prayers, but just for instance, that relationship you were praying about, if God is going to separate you, let him do it, because whatever happened in that situation, even if it was your fault, you know how to handle the next situation with care. So don't beat yourself up. I watched a video and this guy was like, "Oh, you fumbled this time, but I know the next time you won't fumble because you learned a valuable lesson." See, some people come into our lives for us to learn a lesson. And although it may be hurtful because we may tend to hurt those people or those people may have hurt you, but we just know that the next situation we're going to handle it with care. And whether that situation has to heal you for you to be a better person, just take the best out of the situation and don't beat yourself up for it. Don't let anybody tear you down, step on you, make you feel that like you're less than, because you're more than, because you're the child of God. So don't let anybody do that to you. I had to deal with some things, and I had to separate myself from certain things because I don't need it to kill me. I don't need it to. Y'all know that when you're being faced with battles and you continue to walk in the path and keep the things in your path that's going to tear you down and beat you down, it's not good for your health. It's not good. Pray for those people. Let those people go. And if God brings those people back into your circle, you just know how to deal with them the next time. I have been through in my life, and I'm not saying that I'm the best person in the world. I'm not perfect. I made plenty of mistakes, and I'm still going to. But what I do know is I'm going to be better at not making mistakes, and because that's all we can do is just try to be better at not making mistakes, and if we do, correct them. And so I'm gonna be a lot better at correcting things that I've done. So I have been through a lot of mental things due to things that have been said to me, but I forgive that individual. I do, because at the end of the day, I can keep throwing rocks at you, and you can keep, guarding them from hitting you, but it doesn't mean that because you guarded those rocks from knocking your butt out, that you're not going to be mad at me. I could be like, well, why are you mad? You blocked them, they didn't hit you. But the fact that I even picked up a rock to throw it at you, and it's wrong. So I'm fixing my wrongs in my life, but I'm not allowing, once I fix them, for people to continue to throw it in my face or even make me feel like I'm a small person, because I'm not small. I'm big in God's eyes. So I thought I would say that before I go to bed tonight. Love on yourself. Don't let anybody make you feel like you're nothing, because you are so much more to the Lord. And that's the one that you have to prove something to. You don't got to prove nothing to man. You got to prove nothing to your girlfriend, your friends, your family, nobody. Your proving is to the Lord above. Have a good night.